How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory. Hope you guys have been enjoying the series so far. If you guys have, you guys know what to do. Smash that like button if you haven't done so already, as it really helps out with the algorithm and all. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns for me, leave those down below. And with that, let's get into today's episode. So, in the last episode, we kind of set up some refining and some other things. However, it wasn't really working in particular due to the height variance. So what I'm doing is I'm moving what we had up there to down here so that the liquid can flow downward instead of trying to pump it up, because that is just a pain. So this should significantly help. Another thing to note is it is the Xmas event. So all those little glowy things, there's presents everywhere, and I haven't really looked in to see what it does or what we can get out of it. So I'm going to look at that here in a moment. We head back to base, because we do need to go get more steel. One thing I want to make note of is I think this week my goal, well, this week I have a lot of studying and preparing for finals and finishing up projects. Next week I have finals, so after that we should be able to make much more progress each week. So I want this to go here. Let's see. This doesn't really line up with any of them. Anyway. So one thing that I'm thinking we can do is have our oil stuff here. And then we'll put the power plant probably maybe on this side right here. And we'll just have more production right here for the fuel oil and whatnot. And then I'm going to clean this up because I don't really like how this pipe is doing its thing. So we'll have to figure out a way to make this look nice. I might have it go down into the leg and then out. We'll see. But anyway, so we do have prep for finals next week, finals the following week. And then we should be good. Make pretty good progress after that. We'll do something like that for those. Perfect. Alright, so these all now have the recipe and whatnot. Oh, sorry. My ear was itching. I'm trying to scratch that with one hand. It's not easy. I think I had to take my headset off for a second. Alright, there we go. So these all are good. And then we could just go like so. Like so. There's probably, again, only going to be one episode of Factorio, one episode of Satisfactory this week, due to how I just have time constraints. I am going to try to get a second episode of Factorio out this week, but no guarantees. Just because we're going to have quite a bit of stuff going on this week. Next week, we should be able to get back up to 3 or even 4 episodes. Just been really busy with stuff. Senior year of college, very busy. Alright, so now we have the fuel oil. If we ever double, we can double it right there. So I think what we're going to do is this thing right there. And we need some logistics. I guess so. I really need to get the Omni sorter / dimensional depot working, because it would make doing these projects a lot easier. I just haven't been able to get enough Mercer spheres to get enough dimensional depots for all of our items. I think that is going to be another goal this week, just to try to get that going. I don't like the orange on orange, but we are getting fuel nonetheless. Okay. I think there's a better angle. Yeah, the catwalk ramp. Bit of a better angle. Except it won't work for us that way. Okay. So we do have to do. I guess not. Because we want to do like this. Oh, we don't have the steel. Okay. So we are going to have to head back to base then. Okay, well, we're going to set this there. We're going to do just... let's do... Oh, you can't be nudged? Are you kidding me? Okay, well, can I nudge the catwalk? Seriously? That is annoying. So that can be nudged. Okay. Well, fine, then let's do... I believe it's a full 4, right? Yep, okay. So let's go ahead. We'll do like that. And then catwalk stairs. And then this allows us to do that. There we go. So then it kind of looks nice, because then it's like, okay, we can inspect each machine. I don't know. It's little details like that that I feel like make builds look a little bit nicer. It provides no real functionality, but it's just something to take note of. We'll probably redo this one too at some point, but there we go. That's pretty good. Alright, so now that we have that, we have the fuel. We do need more platform in order to be able to do that. However, for now, I'm going to just use the 2-meter concrete ones because we have a ton of concrete on us. So, we'll do something like this. Goes off in this direction, and then what I'm thinking is, yeah, kind of off in that direction, off in that direction. Yep. Now, I don't want to necessarily make this feel as though it's one and done, like one layer. I do want to have kind of some height to it, just like we have over there. But for now, let's just get a fuel generator placed. So we know that these are quite big. We know they only have one input. So let's design this. That's actually fine if it eats there. I think this is actually a fine placement. So what we can do is we can do... Can't place another one, but... They are essentially about 2.5 wide. And then what I'm thinking, so for organization, or logistics, right? For logistics, because they're all going to be on this. Right. So then... Pump something like that. Something like that. Something like that. Can we get that to just be a little bit more of a... Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So fuel oil is going to go in. There's no connection. And then... Not sure how we're going to do it just yet, but for now... The only thing to note is notice. It's burning fuel, but it's not connected to anything. So currently we're just burning fuel without actually doing anything. So we're gonna throttle this thing down just to 1%, so that it is only gonna burn a very minuscule amount. So what I want to do is we're just gonna hook up a power pole right about there. Actually, you know what? Let's hook one up here. Go to that one. Go there. Just so it looks a little bit neater. Okay. And then let's go ahead and remove this. Like so. Okay, there we go. So now what we can do is, because as previously mentioned, this burns at a constant rate regardless if we're consuming. So we're currently producing this much and we have capacity for this much. We're able to produce only this much. This is the max we can supply. And this is how much is being produced, and this is how much is being consumed. So I can clock this all the way up. We're going to burn more fuel, however we now have a higher capacity. It's not currently needed to do that, so we do have to come up with a little bit of a solution so that way we're not just burning fuel. Now, I believe the coal... Let me move away from this just so it's not as loud. I believe the coal generators, these throttle up and down. I think these throttle. I know biomass throttles. I think this throttles. This one is the only one that I believe does not throttle. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, no. Coal doesn't throttle either. Always generates power at a set clock speed. Shuts off if fuel are not met. Okay. So neither of these throttle. Well, I mean, so that probably means we have wasted power in the past with coal, but the coal to power pipeline or workflow isn't nearly as complicated, or, oh no, we wasted coal, as, oh no, we're wasting fuel, because this Like, this is not just a direct one-and-done pipeline, as we can see. We have to make those products, which makes this byproduct, which comes into here, which then gets refined, which then makes fuel, right? So there's quite a few steps we have to do. Now, technically, we can go the other route, right? We can make dirty fuel or clean fuel. I'm not really sure which one's better, which we'll probably do on this side. We'll probably have that over here, where we're taking just pure oil, converting it straight into fuel oil, taking the reserve plastic, and sending it up over there to do a thing or something. But this produces a lot more, and we can overclock it, because to my knowledge, I don't think we can overclock these, right? No, we can overclock the coal generators. No, we can overclock the coal as well. I think the issue that I had with the coal is, even though we can overclock them, we can't overclock the belts. But now that we have better belt, we can feed more coal into our coal generator, because right now we now have Mark IV belt, which is 480. We were using 270, so almost a full double of the belts. We can at least overclock it there. So we are gonna have to come up with a few designs for how can we use this. I think that's gonna involve using power switches and power storage. So that might look something like, I don't know. I guess we'll just place one down. You know, so something like that, where it's powering up, and we can kind of see that. So we can see that it's going to take an hour to fully charge. It currently has this much stored. It charges at 100 megawatts. For what, I don't really know. Kind of gives some information here. I would assume this is the whole grid, and this is the individual. But as you can see, it's going to charge. And then, of course, we can have a power switch, but we don't have the item on us. And so we can have something so that it, when needed, we can switch it on so that we're on battery power, and when it's off, I'm sure we can probably have some sort of smart setup for that. I'm not really sure. I'm going to just leave that there, though, for now. And this thing, I'm going to turn to probably... Honestly, that's fine. We're going to need it anyway. I don't know how much fuel we're going to be able to produce anyway, because it looks like those are almost done draining. If not, they've already fully drained. And then... yeah, let's just head up there. I did go ahead and add a little bit of a ladder here so we can quickly get up here and check. Okay. The bottom one's almost fully drained. This one's fully drained. Okay, so we don't need this guy anymore. Don't need this guy anymore. Because there's no point in us storing it here if we're just moving it right there. I'm going to keep this as a buffer just so that way this can just immediately go into here and then flow down that way. Okay. And then looks like this is finally backed up. And we'll have to hook up this side as well next, so that way when we'll use a valve for that, so that the heavy oil comes over here, follows this way, and then just flows in one direction. Alright, well, let's head back over to the base. Let's see how we're doing for time. We're about 19 minutes. Alright. We might be able to make it over there. I want to just see what this Xmas stuff is, because I have not partaken in one, and I don't know what's different from previous years. So we're going to see together, but we have to activate the calendar or whatever in the hub in order to see whatever it is in the MAM. And hopefully soon we can start working on Objective 3 stuff. I mean, technically we are. It's just slow going over here at the oil platform. It will be nice when we finally have actual transportation between these two areas and I don't have to swim. Because swimming is a shorter distance than running through the desert the long way. I need to make the zip line, but I'm gonna forget. Somebody comment down below to make the zip line because I will see that notification and I will do it in between now and next week's episode. But every time I think of it, I forget that, oh, I need to build a zip line so that we can just use the power lines we already have here to go that way, back towards the base. I don't know if you can use the zip line to go up or if it only works down. Like, if it actually has gravity involved or if it's just, like, free movement, similar to things using video game physics. We could just also build a walkway from over here. Well, we'll see. I like being able to see the really nice water, but then just going underneath and having the textures break. There we go. And now we're on flat terrain. So we can use our handy dandy slide jump to go uber boober fast. Definitely one of the most useful things ever. It's just the slide jump. And we're already back up here at base. Are these Mark IIs? Yes. Oh, Mercer's here. Where did I not see this one?
We watch the waves of the effigies in the shallows passing through the windows, and they're all
Every time it does this, by the way, I always get the forest vibes. Speaking of which, we have not played Sons of the Forest. We bought it when it came out, and we just never
In
have played
fact,
it.
they said it is good for you. I apologize,
I'm
but
pretty
the
sure
call
we own
dropped
it.
suddenly, otherwise they would have told you themselves.
Oh, we need
The
the
good
hub. Where am
news
I
is you
going?
should run towards these strange and dangerous looking objects whenever you find them. Doctor's orders.
That's cool. We're gonna open that here in a second, but I saw some stuff on the inside we need to take a look at. That's all nice. You've got Hanukkah, little Christmas stockings. That's cool, the little fire. Little Christmas star. I think that's a Christmas decoration. Merry Fixmas to all pioneers. Any holiday things in here? No, I think that's normal. I don't see any. Oh. Glog. 2024. A blender. A cookie tin. Oranges? Are these supposed to be like the chocolate oranges? Presents, presents, more presents. Control. Smells like my earth. Okay. Rubik's Cube. Oh, and the sheets! They even did the sheets. That's cool. Alright, let's go check out that calendar. Oh, wait, what's that? Oh, it's security camera. Multiple security cameras, that's funny. Alright, so we're gonna hit open the calendar.
Welcome to Fixmas, an official Fix-It seasonal event, brought to you by official Fix-It Fun Engineers.
Well, went to
Fixmas
jail.
is based on a
Whoa.
seasonal holiday popular in several cultures and religions, often seen as a winter holiday because no one actually cares about Australasia.
Relax through
The event
productive
is vetted to
festive
be
labor, not
100%
an obligatory
pioneer-appropriate
event.
fun and is not obligatory. Fixmas enables many new distracting activities focused on building the giant Fixmas tree. These activities involve the MAM, the
Discover
Fixmas
daily calendar
calendar, and
logs.
those
Find
abominations
gifts all over
falling
the
from the
world. Decorate your
sky.
factory.
There is
The
more, but
kittens
I
and the
don't care.
puppies.
In the interest of us all, I will tell you that Fixmas has caused stress, lack of focus, general despair, and physical injury to many pioneers. It is the worst scoring event ever created by FICS and has gotten backlash for its blatant cultural inappropriateness. So when you inevitably change your mind and decide to disable this event, you will have chosen humanity and kittens and puppies, you will
That's
have chosen
funny.
truth and empathy, you will have made me proud.
Honestly, the jabs that this game takes at players as well as just certain things are funny. Need help finding a number? 218. 15. Oh, so is it like a, it's an advent calendar. Okay. 8, 23, 5, 3. Okay, well, well, we know we're 2, 3 up. There's one.
This data cartridge contains the Fixmas MAM tree setup and will need to be fed into the MAM database to unlock its first 2 branches. If this seems convoluted and or boring, and you wish to quit the event, I will understand.
No. Take time out of my day to do this event? Yes, please. Crap, but I don't think we have the MAM down in here anymore. Okay. Well, temporarily. We're just gonna stick it there. Let's get the Christmas tree.
The purpose of Fixmas is to
Candy
build
cane
and decorate
basher.
a giant Fixmas tree with style. The Fixmas category has been added to your build menu. Gifts are the basic resource from which many other festive parts are made. Like Fixmas branches, which can be crafted in the constructor. In an effort to make this event meet the bare minimum efficiency quotas, I have disabled the ability to craft these resources by hand. Trust me, that glitter got everywhere. You're welcome.
The glitter got everywhere. Okay, so we can't make it by hand, so that means we have to automate this. It is evil and great at the same time. So we use presents to make tree branches. Okay. And we need 100. Oh, well, I'm not going to wait for all 100 tree branches to get made. As much as I enjoy waiting, I don't want to wait for 10 minutes. So I'm going to let this just go, and we're going to worry about this in between episodes. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Hope you guys learned something, as I did. And as always, have a good one. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one, and peace out.